let's roll some dice. Let's get the list up there so everybody who is watching can see the list. I normally read the list off for anybody listening to the podcast. I want to let our guests read the list off this time. So tell us what's all on the list.
All right. So number 1, we've got something horrible or improv. Number 2, power couples, which I think there's been some confusion before as to what can be, but we'll get to that if we roll it. 3, there's DJ cuisine.
Yeah, we talk about food.
Cuisine, we talk about food. 4, items of power. 5, it started out good, which we could probably talk about a few things on that. 6, tropes you love, things that are just in everything that you love. 7, original content, kind of the opposite of tropes. 8 is hidden gems, which I've got a few of those. 9, epic supporting cast. 10, create a side quest.
All right, I got to ask, where are you hiding the gems?
Oh, you know.
Okay.
Again, I'll put that up on Tumblr.
Okay.
11, can't be unseen. Oh, wait, no, there we go. Yeah, can't be unseen.
There's the gems.
There's the gems. There's the gems. We're not talking about Sonic either. Chaos Emeralds. 12, lost the power lottery. 13, favorite comic book style. There's a bunch of those. 14, soundtrack wins. 15, can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Did you add that in there recently?
I don't remember that. No, it was with this this revamp.
Okay, that's interesting. 16, geek stories. 17, cool animals. 8,
mostly pulled from anime and games and stuff like that.
Okay, I can see that. 18, cosplay highlight. Again, a bunch of those after the last couple of weeks. 19, kids with potential, probably from comic books.
Yeah, okay. Comic books, anime, once again.
And then 20, free pick, talk whatever you want.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, awesome. There's the list, guys. Let's get a roll on. We'll start with Q this time. Let's move some coffee cups out of the way. No, you.
I've already got my dice. That's not my dice.
Oh, well, fine. Roll your dice then.
You big sissy.
Ha!
So I can get in your square.
Yeah. Hey, you did. You got it in the square. You did a 19, kids with potential.
Oh, yeah, this is a fun one. You know me. I tend to go with video games. I got to say that I'm very curious to see where we're going to end up with in God of War with
it's a very good one. Yeah.
I almost did a spoiler. I almost said his real name. There might be some people that still don't know his real name.
Well, at that point, it's Wit's real name at that. But
true. I don't even know his other name. I only know his real name. But that's kind of a secret. But
real name and boy.
But
get over here, boy.
This character is, I honestly, because we talked about this about passing the mantle. Mm-hmm. I'm very curious to see where he's going to go. I normally don't like side characters. I'm usually like I'm Kratos all the way. But there is a theory that Kratos will pass away before the end of the series. Well, yeah. I would be curious to see the story continue with the Bullet the Sun if it happens.
I've seen it. Looks like games may be doing what we sort of wish comics did. Because, we have Kratos doing this. You also have The Witcher that has a possible, character in the making for future games. So you have game studios that are actually taking that past the reins, build up the next gen approach, which could be really good. I hope they go through with it. I mean, it looks like they're going there. We haven't seen it yet.
And those some big boots to fill, because Kratos is an awesome
literally
character.
Big boots to fill. He's a big guy.
Well, I like the evolution of the character in this game. The moments where at the beginning when you hear the old Berserker mode music play, when he starts getting angry, then he calms down. But I see all the warning signs that we're going to lose Kratos. But I think I'd be okay with it and playing on as Loki. Normally, that's something I hate. I'm looking forward to it. Because he's almost got a little bit of that Old Man Logan feel to him.
Yeah.
It's like Old Man Logan meets Angry Demigod.
Yep.
But I think that this kid could be God of War 5. I think that he can continue the series.
Yeah, well, we will definitely, hopefully see.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got one of those names with a lot of meaning, if you know his real name.
Yep.
All right. Let's get another roll in there, Tim.
All right.
You just gonna keep hiding over there, man?
It's coming around, dude.
15.
Can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore.
All right, this is where we talk about things because we're old. And
Man, stuff that you can't do anymore. There's not a lot I can think of off the top of my head that I still,
we'd still do a lot of the
there's
things
a
that
lot
we're
of
not
things
supposed
that
to
we're
do
not
anymore.
supposed to
Yeah, I always thought can't do
do.
it anymore was more about behavior that's no longer.
Well, no, I mean it can remember wide range
Wide
on
range
these
on
topics,
this one,
man.
so,
We keep it loose.
I was
Can't
just
do
trying to
that
drop something
on
because I saw Tim's face go
anymore.
blank. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I'm still young. I can do everything. What are you
Nope.
talking
Yeah.
about?
I
I
can
just
do
don't
anything.
care. I don't
You
do
can
anything.
do better.
No. There's.
I mean, your wife does all kinds of stuff you can't do anymore.
She does a lot of stuff. Yeah.
He actually
no.
wins fights in SoulCalibur.
Yep. No, and it has nothing to do with the things that she's saying under her breath. No. So I'll talk about something, and you see it a lot in the.
Can't paint with lead anymore.
Nope. I mean, I still do, and which is probably why I hang out with you guys.
Yeah, okay,
but No, I see it a lot in role playing games. If you're watching stuff online, if you're watching streamed RPGs, any of those.
You're really
there's
working on that track, by the way.
Man, I told you as many times as I can. Plus, I have no idea what I'm talking about here. But no, the with
That was two.
RPGs, you can't. You have to be, especially if you're streaming it or anything along those lines. You have to be PC. You can't just let the story go as it is. There's tons of horrible things that I will do in a personal campaign that my villains will just do that make them horrible, villainous characters. But you can't do that if you're going to be putting it out in the public face. There's way too much stuff.
You can't?
I mean, no, you absolutely can, but you got to be prepared for.
Oh yeah, no,
some
there's
of
definitely
some of the stuff.
There's gonna be
There's going to
repercussions.
be repercussions to it, but it's that's the kind of stuff that makes these villains true villains. They're not just I'm kind of doing things because I'm greedy. No, these guys are evil. And a lot of that now people shy away from doing it. So I guess it's not so much of a can't do that anymore, is that people are afraid to do it.
Yeah.
I got chewed out for having a lawful evil like Chilaxian who was being racist to a group that Chilaxians are racist to. And I was like, and they're like, man, that's inappropriate. Like, yeah, he's evil.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
totally
yeah,
evil.
yeah.
He's evil.
Like,
He's from
he's
Shelly
literally
Ice.
evil. He's from a country that's like lawful evil.
It's like you do realize there are racist people,
well, no,
You know.
recent game or
even
something.
in fantasy.
Yep.
A recent video game, they got a lot of flack for that it had these bad guys in it, and they were like Nazi-ist like bad guys, and they said this game's terrible. And everybody's like, yeah, those are the bad guys. You're shooting them in the face. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want? Like your whole argument is subverted when it's a game where I shoot the Nazis in the face for being Nazis.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
like you
it's
can't have that.
Wolfenstein. You know?
Those visuals in this game, it's horrible, and it's like, but it's sort of
game.
it's loosely based off of historic events,
Yep.
So those things are sort of there.
I mean, it's not sim concentration camp. You're not playing the Nazis,
Right, yeah.
building camps. You're fighting them as
but
the bad guys.
even if you were, I'm just saying, if it's historic, sometimes you play the bad guy.
Yep.
Is that bad?
True, but I'm just talking about the people who aren't even satisfied with the bad guys being bad. Because here's the
Yeah.
problem: if the bad guys are PC, then they're not really bad anymore. They stop being the bad guys.
Yeah.
At this point, why am I shooting all these rather polite people who
yeah.
believe in equality and all these rights? And it's like, but why am I shooting them? Because they're wearing red and I'm wearing blue? Well, that seems worse.
Yep.
That means I'm the homicidal maniac
this is
who's
a little-
destroying this utopia.
This is a little worse than what I originally thought.
All right, let's move on.
Let's get a reroll on that one.
Let's get the next topic here.
But I can make it so much worse.
I know.
Roll a 1, I dare you.
Oh.
that a 20?
17. God dang it.
Yes, the one that you keep teasing me about. Let's see how easy it is now.
I mean, you know, I did not add this topic. This was all Q. Q whines about this topic, but he's the reason it's on here because when I told our editor no, Q was like, "Cool animals, man. That sounds awesome. We should add that."
It's only because you complain about every animal. You keep shooting out. That's not an animal. That's not what it means. I'm like, it's whatever the hell I want it to be.
I mess with you. You know.
You can't think of one cool animal. You can't think of an awesome animal we've seen quite a bit of in the last like 48 hours.
No, I can think of plenty, but maybe that's not where I want to go. This is my damn topic, so shut the fuck up.
It better be better than that then.
It don't matter if it's better. It just matters that it's mine.
I bought you all the time I can. Come on. I tried. I'm helping. Now you got to come with it.
Well, no, I had something. You completely threw me from what I had because
it's called
because
perfect derail. Folks.
Yeah, he derailed where I was headed, but that's what he likes to do. So it's all right. Let's see. Cool animal. I am going to go with. Damn it! Now that's all I can think of.
I got him.
I can't think of anything
so
else.
Easy.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, it was mine. I had it. It was what I had.
Okay.
I'll actually give it to you.
Yeah.
Because I said, what's the coolest animal? I said, well, all of the people that came over Friday liked one particular animal.
Yeah. Now you're talking about the unicorn that Nightmare rides in SoulCalibur 6.
Yes, it is literally a beautiful pink unicorn.
Was it
beauty.
pink? I didn't think
You're
it
gonna
was
want to
pink.
type in SoulCalibur before that.
It's like
Yeah.
a black and purple with a little bit of pink in there.
Yeah,
and I
mean,
just thought it was an actual nightmare, but then I saw the horn. I said,
Yeah,
they're
no.
right. It's a friggin' unicorn.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think some people do the unicorn horn on the nightmares or the. I think there's actually another term for the tainted dark unicorn.
By the way, that shows the kind of women we hang out with because all the ladies love the evil unicorn. They were just like, I love the unicorn. I'm like, it's glowing with malevolence, being ridden by a demon knight who's like running people down.
Yeah.
Just. That
but
is
no,
awesome.
it was a really cool super that they had. A really cool what do they call the special moves on the SoulCalibur? Soul Criticals.
Soul Critical?
Yeah. But yeah, he has a really cool Soul Critical there. With
all
that.
I know is it's hard to look cool when you're getting your ass ran over by a unicorn.
Yeah,
I would win a fight and still feel like I lost.
Was it the unicorn that knocked all my clothes off of
Azrael had you run around in your Speedo?
Yeah, I was like in a Speedo or something. I was like, what the hell? And he's wielding that big sword. It was really scary, and the unicorn horn on top of that.
Yep.
It's not a time you want to be naked.
Hey, it was pretty awesome when he had when Nightmare actually had his helmet and his chest piece blown off of him. And
oh yeah, because he looks like the evil Siegfried under there.
Yeah. He looks like Siegfried.
That was really cool.
I gotta admit, when his armor gets knocked off, he looks way scarier.
He does.
And even I had to admit, I can
badass.
understand why the girls were fat as those. Even I had to go like, he looks kind of hot on that unicorn when he's got his armor, because his hair flows in the wind when he does it without a helmet. Hey man, it is what it is. The dude was like,
do you want to run your fingers across his chest?
He looked like Fabio, like evil Fabio. He had cracks on his chest, man. You see, I could tell you weren't paying attention.
No, I wasn't.
Hey, when Ashraf got knocked in his underwear, all y'all looked uncomfortable. This is big old dude looking like he's wearing a Speedo. He even flexed at the end of it like, look at me. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, Ashraf. Oh, that was terrifying.
And that was funny that all these people were talking about, you can knock clothes off. This show, this is terrible when it does to women. I'm like, the women still have clothes on. The men go down to their underwear.
Yeah, most of the women, they get tears.
We haven't seen a single woman
their
get down to her
shoulder
underwear.
pads.
You gotta be honest, though. Like, a bunch of the women that are on there,
they start off pretty.
I don't even know if Ivy
turn
looks
into
like
NC-17.
we still can't tell when Ivy's armor gets knocked off. I can't tell. It looks
I
the
think it's
same.
just like her shoulder pads get knocked off,
but like the guys get straight down to like swimsuit, like just
loincloths.
Azrael just wears a crap.
Yeah.
Nothing to imagination.
He has
there.
like the bikini, the banana hammock.
I mean, at least Ashraf wears a
terrifying.
Speedo.
Yeah.
But like, he goes straight down and just, I've got a slung under. It almost looks like a jock strap. Yeah.
I think the only one really that we didn't get to see that we were saved from seeing was Voldo getting his clothes knocked off.
Well, I don't think what Gerald really didn't seem
No,
to get.
Gerald
Yeah, oddly
didn't-
enough,
yeah.
you can't knock off Gerald's shirt, and all the women were upset because
Yeah.
they all wanted to see shirtless
Yeah.
Gerald.
Yeah.
But it does not appear you can
Nope.
knock his shirt off. And I mean, because some of the characters, if you do their like soul charge, they take their shirt off on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it is y'all played, but there was one character. Every time y'all did it, like he went, like he threw his shirt off. Like, look at this.
Oh, the one that started with a K that goes into really
Killick?
Super
Killick?
Saiyan mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Killick,
Killick
like,
was
Killick also
awesome.
has a couple of shirtless, but yeah, when he does that, he throws
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, Nightmare Unicorn
friggin' awesome.
because cute.
That's a good cool animal.
I don't really think he could have topped it though. It was amazing. It was.
No, so I was afraid I was going to roll this. So I had a list in my head, and it just completely went away as soon as the Nightmare Unicorn came
That's
out.
what you get for
Derailed.
planning.
Yeah.
That's what you get
Yeah, I
for
know.
planning.
It's almost like Nightmares Unicorn ran right over all of that.
Yeah, I
a
got
trail of
smacked.
broken
I got
animals.
smacked
Shot
by
from
that
the
thing
derail
so
gun.
many times.
Oh,
so.
I'm glad we got to turn the volume up because he talks crap. We didn't know because if y'all saw us streaming, we couldn't hear the game, but he talked smack. He's like, "Feel the sword of darkness."
Let's get one more roll in there. Editor, turn around for a second and give us a beautiful die roll there. You know, there we go. 19 kids with potential. Roll that again. We already did that one. You copycat. All right, 9 epic supporting cast.
Oh yeah.
All right, anybody want to start on this one? We'll just start with. I guess we'll start down with Q and we'll just go down.
won't.
What? No. All right, Tim, you got one.
Epic supporting cast. There's a. Yeah, no. I ain't got nothing yet.
You ain't got nothing
I ain't
either.
got nothing yet.
All right. Let's
Something that I
see.
wanna-
I'll tell you, epic supporting cast, man. I can't think of its name right now. But the
editor says
the
her.
hog.
Editor. Yeah.
No, yeah, the editor. No, the hog hut. So 7 Deadly Sins, man. The frickin' tavern.
Oh yeah, the hog.
It's what's
Yeah,
his
the name. I don't remember the
Pig.
name of the pig, but I know what you mean.
But yeah.
His mom.
Yeah, the dude's
Boar hat.
the boar hat. That's it. But I think that actually has
Sir
another
Hawk.
name. Sir Hawk is the little
Is the
pig.
pig.
Little pig.
Piggy trap.
Hawk Mama. Is
But-
what
Hawk
you know.
Mama.
Hawk
That's
Mama. The Hawk. Dude, it is just such a hilarious character that doesn't really come up often, but when it does, it's humorous, and it's like the comments of everybody around it. It's like, oh, there's a 7 Deadly Sins, these the most powerful 7 heroes, but they see the pig, and it's like the 7 Deadly Sins don't exist anymore. You know, it's just like, that's a giant pig.
Very, very big green pig.
It's a very big giant pig. That's my supporting cast a pick of the day of this episode. So now one of you guys.
What you
You're
got?
in the middle, man. This goes this way.
No. I've got a few. Trying to think of which one that I want to give it to. It's hard for me to say. There's several different things. Trying to think of which one I want to go with as far as being the most epic.
All right, I'm gonna throw one out there. Foggy.
Foggy.
Foggy is dang near my favorite
Haven't
character.
we
in
already
Daredevil.
had him as us already though?
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
know Foggy Nelson's freaking amazing. Well, the other character I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of, but on Luke Cage, the older brother that helps him run the barbershop after Pop
Oh, yeah,
died.
he's pretty awesome,
You know,
too.
offers the great advice, dresses in the nice suits. I don't know the name of the character though.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'm
But
bad
no,
with names.
Foggy. Well, we got season 3 of Daredevil soon, I guess.
Just dropped, didn't it?
Did it drop
I
already?
think so.
But I mean, he also was in Luke Cage. Like, he's been awesome. He is a character that started out awesome and
He
is
was in Jessica
continuing to be
Jones.
awesome. Yes. Every time I see him, I mean, he is just awesome. And he is clearly, to me, a surprising breakout character that I always want to know what Foggy's doing. Every time I see him, I'm like, it's Foggy. And that was a surprise because really he was meant to just be the business partner.
Yeah.
But he's really came into his own, and
Oh,
and they were.
shit. It did. It released Friday. I've
Yep.
not watched that
Yeah,
yet.
yeah, it said it came
Oh,
out.
well, I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
You're welcome.
Dang it, I'm gonna have to. Nah.
I'll piggyback off of that. And because I think that it really fits, and I'm interested to see what they do within Daredevil, because she was big in Jessica Jones, not so much in Luke Cage or the other.
The nurse?
No, not the nurse. The lawyer.
What's her name?
Hogarth.
Hogarth.
Yeah, like
I almost don't want to call her a supporting character. She really broke out in Jessica Jones too. Like,
dude,
she was a
the
supporting
best
character.
story.
I was about to
in
say she was the
Daredevil.
character that made Jessica Jones 2 worth watching.
It was her storyline was amazing, and she did a really, really good job.
It was vastly better than the core storyline, if you want to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was way
especially
more-
towards the end.
Oh, do not talk about it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's almost
But-
like Iron Fist was trying to beat out Jessica Jones'
Yep.
terrible season 2 ending, because like it did not end satisfactory, especially compared to season 1, which was amazing. But Hogarth was the best part of that ending when you see her do her, like that was a real finale when she's just like, "I'm a bad bitch."
Yep.
And like walks, I was like, "There you go."
Oh
It's,
yeah.
the thing that I liked about her and what I liked about the writing with her is that she's not a good person.
No,
She is not a good person at all. And you think maybe that there's going to be some sort of redemption story with what they have with her. Nope. She stays not a good person throughout the entire thing. She is definitely a lawful evil character.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love having that and having her brought from just a minor supporting character to what she is now. That's excellent. You know, I
And if I
wish
could dance
more
on the-
shows would do
sorry.
that.
And if I can dance on a razor's edge, if Zeno doesn't stop me, she's also an example of how you really write a female character, and including the gay female character. She's amazing. What I like about her is that that's not what defines her. She's a boss, is what defines her.
Well, no, she
Her
made
strength.
they made her character stand out and be able to stand alone.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, and I mean, I don't think of that first. I think of her. I think about like when you say Hogarth to me, I'm thinking bad boss. B, don't play that. That's my first thought. She is an amazing character who is so much deeper than a one-dimensional. In fact, she's deeper than Jessica half the time. Like to me, she plays the devil's due character. Like I have these problems. I'm dealing with these issues. The little guilt she felt about how she did her wife, but she sure as hell didn't let her stop her.
Yeah.
Season 1. Season 2, the self-pity that she turns into, like, weaponized. You better give me back my damn company. She's a better bounce back from tragedy character than this person with super strength.
Yeah.
And I love her. I love Hogarth a lot.
But Wooden Ball says DD3 most epic fight scene ever. So I guess he's already watched it. I'll have to talk to you.
give it a
I have to
watch.
talk to you about that later. We'll get together and we'll talk about it. But that's going to wrap up Random Encounters and our live show and podcast. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check us out on Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And like and subscribe everywhere you can. Tell your friends. I mean, I think we're cool. I hope you think we're cool. I mean, you're fucking watching us.
Yep.
I was worried he was not going to bring it.
No,
I was like,
no.
Can he bring this home? Can he?
What? I am
man,
bringing it.
I think we're cool.
You know.
That
No.
burns.
Watch more, share, tell your friends, and thanks, guys, and have a good one.